Hello. So we are now going into the properties of water lab. And so I'm going to first go through what the driving question for the lab is, what our null and research hypothesis will be. Okay, the lab background is really just a review of the properties of water, the fact that it's a polar molecule, that oxygen has a higher electronegativity than hydrogen, therefore pulling the electrons towards it. So this is all sort of review. Definitely read because you want to know. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about what our null and alternative hypothesis will be. Okay, and so our null hypothesis for our research question, which is how will the different additives affect hydrogen bonds between different water molecules? So I have a investigation set up here that will essentially, we have four different solutions, and we're going to put them onto the surface of a penny and see how many drops we can place onto the penny surface, okay? And so I'd like for you to pause the video here and come up with your null hypothesis. How do you think the different additives will affect the hydrogen bonds? Okay, and also to help you with that, your four different liquids. I have regular distilled water, I have distilled water with soap, distilled water with sugar, and olive oil. All right, so think about what your null and alternative hypothesis would be. Pause the video, and I'm going to give you those. So let's take a look. Our null hypothesis. So remember, the null hypothesis is saying the independent variable will have no effect on the outcome or the dependent variable. So in this case, the different additives, the different things that I add to the water will have no effect on the hydrogen bonding of water molecules. Conversely, our alternative or research hypothesis, different additives will affect the hydrogen bonding between water molecules. So for this first portion and what we're going to do today, we're just going to be occupied with collecting data for data table 1, okay, the actual number of drops of the liquid on the surface of the penny. We will follow up with some individual practice for standard deviation and some other statistical practice. And then when we come back to class on Wednesday, we're going to work on data table 2. So don't worry about doing data table 2. So now let me close out my screen here so that you can see my experimental setup. Here we go. So we have our distilled with sugar, our distilled water, distilled with soap, and our olive oil. All right. And so I also have my handy dandy data table, so I will be recording. So for the sake of time, what I will be doing is trial 1, I'm going to record, but I will finish out. You don't need to watch through all of it, and you will get the rest of the data from me. All right, so let's do our first trial, number of drops of distilled water. One, two, three. So you can already see, so we're at 4. You can already see cohesion between the water molecules. 5, 7. No, haven't gotten my 7th yet. Got to refill. 9, 10, 11. Nope, not 11 yet. 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oop, so we were at 19 before it fell over. So I'm going to record that on my data table. 19 drops. So let's move on to our drops of water with soap. So just to show, this is from my soapy mixture. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So at number 12. So you could see it was behaving differently, just visually. Okay. I marked 12. So our next one is distilled water and sugar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to do a refill. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's look at this from the side. Look at that. 30, 31, 32. Oh, so 31. Okay, last one is our drops of oil. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Those came out together quick. 15, 16, 17. What you just saw was a bubble. Wait. So is that 17? All right. So I will complete the data table and I will share the rest of the data with you.